XRP, we start with the weekly chart, and as we can see, we are within this downtrend. We mentioned we can expect the price to drop as a corrective, and this is one of the coin I'm looking for this year because, as we know, the price couldn't break the previous all-time high, and we can say because of the SEC issue, and we want to see whether the issue can be solved or not. And the price in relative to the other charts is very low, since we know the lowest price we got was 10 or 11 cents. Now, the only thing is we want to see whether we can look for buy as a long term or not. Okay. Now, I mean, at this price, somewhere between around the 30 cent is a good price if anyone wants to look for the long term. But as I mentioned every time in my analysis, even if you want to look for buy as a long term, you have to look for the trade setup. And based on weekly chart, I don't see any trade. And any of these lines is indicative. All right. Now I'm looking at this. We mentioned the price will drop as a corrective. Okay. We don't need for the wait for the next drops and the divergence similar to other charts. All right. That's mean even if we get any opportunity for buy from here, we will take it. And mostly we have to look for the trade based on lower time frame. Then from there we have to manage it. But even if the price drop, breakout of this one as a sharp move, any trade for buy, it can give us a really good reversal similar to any of this. Okay. And this is the only chart I say we don't need to wait for the next drop before we take the trade. For sure, if we get the drop following by reverse divergence, any reversal can be a short. Okay. That's mean if we get any opportunity for buy, we will take it. But we have to see the reversal as a short move, not the corrective move. And at this point, based on daily chart, I don't see any trade setup. The only question is whether we can put this one in relative to this for one move up. Okay. By the way, I don't see any trade setup based on daily chart. And if I move to lower time frame, forward chart, similar explanation. But as I mentioned in my last analysis, even if I get any opportunity for buy as a short term, I'm looking for 41 following by 45 cents. I want to see the breakout of this correction, this zone to confirm we are within the price is going to reverse. Okay. By the way, putting this one in relative to what we have here at this point is not a really good idea, but from what I can see from the forward chart, if the price consolidate here following by next drop, then from there we can put our entry above this one. This is the best we can look for. But if we move to 1 hour chart, we have another option. If anyone wants to look for buy, they believe the price can reverse from here. In that case, if we move to 1 hour chart, from what I can see here, I cannot consider this one as a flag unless the price consolidate here for another at least 2 to 3 hours or some. Then we can put our entry above the stop, and any trade for buy from here is a short term. Okay, either we put our stop loss below here or below this. It depends on the risk and reward they're looking for. Then, if anyone wants to look for buy from here by having entry above the top, they have to wait another 2 hours at least. And if this one turned to a flag, we can look for buy. But as of what I explained based on forward chart, and we should know that if you want to look for trade, we have to look for the reverse. I mean, continuation as a short move. If the price tag over in 3, within 2 to 4 hours, if there is no continuation, at least 2 hours, we have to take out the trade. Okay. But based on forward, if the price reverse as a corrective, we have to wait for the next drop before we put our entry above the top. By the way, whatever we are talking at this point is a short-term trade. I don't see any long-term trade. Okay. And again, if anyone wants to look for buy from here, they need to be quite careful. By the way, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.